Hi third graders, I hope you are having a blessed day today. It is Thursday, May 14th, and this is lesson 8.4 in your math books. We are on page 178 if you're following along in your hard books. Today we're going to convert metric units of length, and our objective is to choose the appropriate unit and convert between units of metric length. So yesterday in lesson 3 you learned about measuring to the nearest millimeter and centimeter. You can measure longer lengths in meters and kilometers. So if you remember the video yesterday, they broke it down of 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters, 1 meter is 100 centimeters, and 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. So if you enjoyed that video yesterday, you can listen to yesterday's lesson again and look at that video. But another thing you can do is just make a little cheat sheet of this metric units of length, and you can use it to help you complete your assignments. So an example that they're giving us is the door to Fran's house is about 1 meter wide. And in the video yesterday, they showed us that about the length of a baseball bat is 1 meter wide. So if you took a baseball bat and you put it in between a single door, it would be about 1 meter long. And then it says her house is about 1 kilometer from the beach. It takes Fran about 10 minutes to walk 1 kilometer to the beach. So you'll use different metric units of length for different things. So if I was going to measure something like a desk or height of a chair, I would probably use meter. But if I was going to try to measure from Riverside to San Diego, I would use meters just like they did for the distance from the house to the beach. So in today's lesson, what you're doing is you have to decide if when you're measuring something, you're going to use millimeters, centimeters, meters, and kilometers. And the best way to do that is to get yourself familiar with those metric units of length. You got to understand the millimeter is like the pin of a head. So when you're measuring a pin, you would use millimeter. You would use the little tiny lines in between the centimeters. But if I was going to talk about the head or the top of the pin, I would use centimeters. But if I was going to measure the length of this board, I would probably use meters to measure it. And if I would, like I said, if I was going to measure the distance from here to my house or here to the store or Riverside to San Diego, I would use kilometers to use that. So just get yourself familiarized with the different metric units of length to help you through this assignment. So let's go ahead and look at today's worksheet. Like I said, if you want to rewatch yesterday's video because you enjoyed the video on that and it's just a nice little refresher of the different units of length, that's perfectly fine. All right, I'm going to make this a little bigger. All right, so it says meters and kilometers are used to measure larger distances than millimeters and centimeters. And again, it gives you the little toolbar in here to help you out. So what you're going to do today is choose the unit you would use to measure each, right? Either mm for millimeter, cm for centimeter, m for meter, or km for kilometer. And you have this little sheet up here, don't forget to help you. It says the distance from your desk to your teacher's desks. Well, would you use the little measuring of the millimeters? Probably not. Would you use centimeters, which is these little lines? Probably not. But think about meter, and like I said, 1 meter is probably about the length of a baseball bat. That might be fair to use. Kilometers is probably going to be too big of a measurement to use from my desk to your desk. So in this case right here, you would want to use meters. But how about this? How far someone can drive in 2 hours? Well, it's kind of the example I gave you from being in Riverside or driving to San Diego. What form of measurement would you use there? And then go down here. Oh, that's so funny. Distance from Los Angeles to San Diego. So again, the height of a telephone pole, would you use 5 meters or 5 kilometers? But what about the distance from Los Angeles to San Diego, 200 meters or 200 kilometers? So use what we've been talking about today and decide what metric units of length you would use to answer each one of those questions. If you have any questions about this assignment, as always, please feel free to email your teachers. And like I said, you can use the YouTube video from yesterday as a friendly refresher. I hope you guys have a blessed day. I miss you guys. See you later.